Hello, good morning. We Indians have many stories to tell you about our proud historic heroes. Today's story is of the legendary Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He undertook the noble task of establishing Swaraj. The noble deeds of Shivaji Maharaj are a great source of inspiration for us. So, his birthday is celebrated with a great pomp. Shivaji Maharaj was born in the hill fort of Shivneri near city of Junnar, now in Pune district. He belongs to the Bhosle family. He was named after the goddess Shivai. Shivaji Maharaj's father Shahaji Raje Bhosle was a top Maratha general who served the Deccan region in the Adil Shahi Sultanate. His mother Jizabai was very religious woman. Shivaji Maharaj's early training included reading, writing, horse riding, martial arts, and religious practice. He became a learner by the age of 10 years. He listened to the recitations of the Hindu epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata. The political and moral lessons from these epics greatly impressed his young mind. Shivaji Maharaj followers called the Maulas came from the Mawal region. As a teenager, Shivaji Maharaj explored the hilly areas surrounding his Jahagir and became familiar with the western Ghat regions. Shivaji Maharaj and young Maulas took the oath of Swaraj at Raireshwar temple. He encouraged his followers to strive to attain their ideal of Hindavi Swaraj, which was an oath refusing to live as slaves. Shivaji Maharaj's first trump was the capture of Torna fort of Bijapur kingdom. By 1647, he captured Kondana and Rajgarh, followed by Thane, Kalyan and Bhivandi forts from Adil Shah. Information about the activity of Shivaji Maharaj was sent by the collector of Shirwal to Adil Shah. Shahaji Raje defended the action by saying that the fort were taken over for better administration of Jagir. More Jagir extended from Raigad to Koyna Valley and was covered with thick forest. Shivaji Maharaj defended More and captured Rairi fort, later named it Raigad. Shivaji Maharaj built Pratapgarh on Bhorpa hills. The conquest of Javli doubled the territory area of Swaraj. In a bid to capture Shivaji Maharaj, Adil Shah sent Afzal Khan with the army to destroy Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj decided to meet Afzal Khan on his home turf at the base of Pratapgarh fort, insisting that the meeting be an informal one. At the meeting, Afzal Khan stabbed Shivaji Maharaj in the back when the two embraced each other. Shivaji Maharaj was well prepared for this and survived the attack. Shivaji Maharaj drove his bichwas into the Khan's stomach and tore his guts apart. On seeing this, the army surrendered. Siddhi Johar laid siege to Panhala fort and confined Shivaji Maharaj within the fort. But Shivaji Maharaj escaped from the Panhala. Baji Prabhu Deshpande took himself the responsibility of defending Ghodh Pass and requested Shivaji Maharaj to proceed to Vishalgarh. In the battle with Siddhi Johar, Baji Prabhu Deshpande died after hearing gunfire from Vishalgarh. Owing to the heroic death of Baji Prabhu, Ghodkhend became famous as Pawankhend. Aurangzeb sent Shaiste Khan to deal with Shivaji Maharaj. Shaiste Khan made Lal Mahal his headquarters and his troops caused devastation in Shivaji Maharaj's territory. With a view to teach a lesson to Shaiste Khan, Shivaji Maharaj entered Lal Mahal and attacked Shaiste Khan's chamber. While trying to escape, Shaiste Khan lost 3 fingers. Thereafter, Shivaji Maharaj escaped to Sinhgarh. Shivaji Maharaj's successful raid on Surat drove Aurangzeb in a furious rage. He sent Mirza Raje Jai Singh and Diler Khan to humble Shivaji Maharaj. Murarbaji died on the battlefield. Shivaji Maharaj took wise decision to withdraw from the fight. He entered into the Treaty of Purandar, whereby he handed over 23 forts and a revenue of 4 lakh horns to the Mughal emperor. After Mirza Raje guaranteed his safe return, Shivaji Maharaj agreed to go to Agra to meet the emperor. Shivaji Maharaj was accompanied by Sambhaji Raje to Agra. In the darbar held to celebrate 50th birthday, the emperor insulted Shivaji Maharaj. Aurangzeb practically imprisoned Maharaj by posting guards around the residence. Shivaji Maharaj resolved to escape and pretended to be ill. Baskets of sweets were sent to sadhus and Molvis to pray for the recovery. Shivaji Maharaj and Sambhaji Raje escaped in the basket meant for sweets. Jizamata and Shivaji Maharaj resolved to recapture Kondana. Responsibility of recapturing was given to Tanaji, who postponed the marriage of his son Raiba. By climbing the precipice, Tanaji and Maulas entered the fort. Tanaji died bravely fighting with Udaybhan. The fort was captured after his death by his brother Suryaji. Shivaji paid tribute to Tanaji, saying, "The fort is won, but the lion is dead," and named Kondana as Sinhagad in Tanaji's memory. Shivaji Maharaj got himself crowned as he wanted everyone to know that Swaraj was firmly established. Shivaji Maharaj selected Raigad as the capital of his kingdom. A golden throne, studded with precious stones, with a white royal umbrella over the throne was prepared. Princes and kings, learned Brahmins, all the Sardars were invited for the coronation ceremony. Finally, on the auspicious day of coronation, Shivaji Maharaj sat on a golden seat and Gaga Bhatt held a golden vessel filled with waters of 7 rivers over the Shivaji Maharaj head and recited the coronation mantras. Shivaji Maharaj never discriminated any religion. He never disrespected women or used them as a war strategy. He started with 4 forts and 2,000 men, and by the time he died, he commanded an army of 1 lakh people and had 300 forts. In March 1680, he fell ill, and on 5th April 1680, he died at a very young age of 52. The spark that Shivaji Maharaj had lit would end up lighting the bright fire that became the Maratha Empire, whose borders were from Karnataka to Atok in Pakistan. Men like Shivaji Maharaj never die. They live forever in the heart of the people they inspire.
कंस पर शेर शिवराज है।